Right, today's job, first day back after New Year's. The weather has been wonderful for us. We are down to the bottom. Tomo's back, he's just got back from Mauritius. Oh, we get banned for that. Yeah, so we are doing a pack lift on an Abbott. I've already started a few bits and bobs on it when the weather wasn't quite as awful. And the plan is to get that out, get the fuel tank out and give everything a good service up. We're taking a nice little 432 down. No one wants to walk, we've got 100 acres. Yes, could do with a little bit of a clean. I suppose I'll take the nice dry seats in the back. I'll let Tomo drive. Right. Whenever you're ready, Tommy boy. Now I just need to remember where we got up to. I think we're pretty much there. Just some poor sod that has to go underneath some skinny poor sod, probably me, that has to take all the pack bolts out. On a 432 you get to them from inside, lovely, don't have to go underneath it. On an Abbott it's a little bit different. Yep, so this is Barry. Yeah, what the hell is that?
No, I don't think it's doing much.
Oh my god! Yeah. Got in the way, didn't he? Just throw it as far as you can. If you throw it far, then not much can go wrong. Yeah. Hey Tom, do you remember that time you left me in the middle of winter for 2 weeks to go on holiday?
I mean, I did get to go to a tropical island, so it's totally worth it.
Yeah. It makes up for laying in the puddles. Wonderful. Yeah, you can tell you didn't go all inclusive. You can still fit under there. Serves him right, really. Very busy time, very wet time, and off he was. We'll let him off. We'll let him off. I did it earlier in the year. See what he's getting up to now. Okay, right, never mind. Right, the quick release connections are off. Want to remember how to do them. It's been a while. They're not awful. Braces out there, never fun. You've almost got to, like, basically they corrode up in there, as you can see, so we'll have to get that clean out, make it a bit easier for future generations. You about ready for a lift?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yes. I think while it's out yeah, I think while it's out we lock up the solenoid and do it that way, because them solenoids are always hassle.
Be worth it, yeah.
Yeah.
Amount of trouble we keep having.
Yeah, so the solenoids, you'll be driving along and all of a sudden it will just think, nah, not today, and it will just die on you, and that's enough to stop the vehicle running. A little fault like that is all it takes. On a 432 it's fixable quite quick. On an Abbott it's less fixable because the solenoid is in between the hydraulic tank and the injector pump, and yeah, not very fun to get to. Tom's just been complaining that he's got a wet bottom, one from laying under that and two from sitting down on the seat inside there. Now it would be lovely if someone would close the hatches after him, so I don't know who was last down here. Might have been me, but in my defence this one's got the little handle snapped off on that pin there, so we might have to weld. I think we should weld something funny on it. Ooh. I'm not sure what, we'll have a think. Let us know what you think we should make up and we'll weld it on as a handle. Please, no penises. We tend to try and be as kind as possible on their first start up. Let the oil pressure light go out. Straight back. What do we reckon? another foot. We can always be naughty and drive it while the pack's dangling in the air. Right, let's get the frame on. It's on crane duty. I got to jump up and get this stuff on the pack. Right, have you got the bits and bobs?
Yeah. Those are for lifting frame.
Brilliant.
And then you said you wanted a hand as well.
Yeah, cheers. And there we have it. The pack is out. If you continue slewing over, we'll get it on the ground. Now with an Abbott pack, you can leave everything connected as long as you're careful. So start to slew. And I'm just here to guide it. Ready to jump out of the way. Oh, a bit slower. There we go. A little bit more. Right, and start to come down at that. They are a bit of a big old beast. Now you always keep an eye on all these pipes. Make sure nothing looks like it's flexing too hard, which it doesn't. It looks pretty good to me. Out a bit further. And a bit more down. It's very hard to record and hold an engine. Right, hold it there. We'll get the sleepers underneath. This ground is mega soft, so we've got some big old railway sleepers. You put it under, and then also you can see under the engine, and it stops it sort of sinking into the ground as much. It's not the worst I've seen. It's not the best, but a bit scraping about, and that'll be spick and span. This one has actually got a slightly blocked fuel filter inside the fuel tank, so we're going to take the fuel tank out as well, really clean that up, and then that can all go back in. Now you can get the fuel tank out with the pack in, but it's you know, it's tight and it's hard work, and when you really want to have the pack out anyway, you might as well just have the pack out, and then you've got ample space to get that out. Tom's got a little strop. Rather than turn the turret around, we're just going to reach over and sort of pull it out that way. We've made sure the pipes are clear, fuel sender unit's already clear, and then we'll just be in there and watch it out. Far easier with the pack out. Hello to you too. Yeah, Tom's starting to get pretty handy at this stuff. Hey. And yeah, run it up. Looks like there may have been a little oil leak down here. As I say, we'll clean it off with a bit of brake clean when we're running it up. We'll keep an eye out for that. So in the Abbotts, it's the same engine and everything's the same as the 432, but basically what they've done, they've reconfigured it in order to fit the same stuff into a smaller hole, and that just means that everything's piled on top of each other and it's hard to get to everything. So yeah, they're always great fun to work on. Right, slew that way a little bit. Yeah. Right, let's start. This fuel tank, I'm just holding it, it's not going anywhere. Let's get it up to drain it into an IVC, and then we're going to give it a good old pressure washing, and I think while we're up there we'll probably sand it back, red oxide, and give it a good new coat of paint. As I said, these are quite prone to rusting at the best of times, so if we get a good coat of paint on it, hopefully it will last for many more years. front, it's 10 times more bumpy at the back. It's almost like it flicks up. You'll have to watch the World of Tanks Christmas advert. Vinnie Jones sat in there. Right, well, it's been thoroughly pressure washed inside and out. I don't know if you'll be able to see in here. You can give it a go. It's a lot better than it was. All the bungholes are out. Now this will probably take a good few days for all the water to evaporate. We'll have to leave it next to a heater and run around it with a load of rags. But it will be dry and it will be clear of water, and it will get a good old coat of red oxide and some fresher paint over the top of that. Oh my god, this is a lot of water. An awful lot. What do you reckon, Tom? Should we go for a swim? It's almost deep enough.
Well, yeah, if I suddenly disappear, I found one of the holes.
Well, you know what we need? One of those caution slippery when wet signs.
If only somebody had a boat.
That is true. Maybe we'll show you our boat. Yes, right. We'll take this down. We'll leave this down there, and we'll bring a nice 432 up. Those 5 minutes of travel time in the dry, first thing in the morning. That's make or break for the day, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
No one wants
wet
to.
before 10 o'clock, just.
Yeah. That's my rule. Right, I've got 2 rules: wet before 10 o'clock, and if my balls are wet, home time. So we've got this seat right in the corner. Okay. And this is untouched by muddy feet. That one, not so much. Whenever you're ready. Oh yes. So this is the inside of a 434. Yeah, quite cosy actually. Headrest and everything.